Namaste, Jai Bharat. Right after Operation Sindoor, we happen to hear of a new operation. That's Operation Rising Sun. That's by our closest friends, Israel. Along with Operation Rising Sun, I hear of a different kind of operation which I happened to hear from someone's narrative. That there was also an Operation NARINA. He was not pronouncing it as NARINA, he was pronouncing it as Naria. But it's spelled as NARINA. I don't know what's the right pronunciation. I don't know what does it mean in Hebrew. But I presume that since it is spelled that way, I don't know whether N is silent or not, but let me say as the spelling goes, Operation NARINA. That's a very kind, typically very technical kind of a thing. That is simple. Make a list of the scientists who are concerned with creating nuclear weapons in Iran. Make a list of the scientists. How they make it, Israel knows better. They are a people with precision and meticulous kind of people with tremendous dedication to the motherland. Of course, they have to be appreciated for their steadfastness, steadiness, stability, and wills to resist multiple invasions throughout the history of thousands of years. Thousands of years, at least for 2000 years, ever since the evolution of Christianity. Islam comes much later. So Operation NARINA is listing scientists on the one hand and also military generals and individually destroying them. There's nothing unusual for the Jewish technology. If your pager can explode right in your pocket, if your wristwatch can show where you are sitting and smoking, then anything is possible with the Jewish minds and their technology, their capability, their knowledge. This is interesting. They have listed scientists. This is, of course, the narrative I'm speaking in, but this narrative is convincing. They are capable of doing more than this, not just this. Much more than this, they're capable of doing. And if they want it, they have the will to do it, and they're equipped to do it, and the determination to do it, and they don't care about what others would say, because for them, the existence is first. Like the Sarthian philosophy, existence precedes essence. For Israel, it's a question of their existence. So they will do it. They have to do it. They're compelled to do it. Otherwise, they're gone and finished. So they make a list of scientists. And just see how they make the list of scientists. Not as per seniority, but as per their effectivity. Which scientist is more contributing to destruction? Who is the most destructive scientist, who contributes more to destruction, who is more effective, who is supposed to know things more, who would convert his knowledge to destruction. That criteria, they kept it as a priority and listed scientists. Similarly, the most destructive military generals, that list they made, and simply started eliminating them, not one after another, within seconds. Along with Operation Rising Lion, with seconds gap, 9 scientists and certain amount of military generals were eliminated, neutralized, within a gap of few seconds, simultaneously. Some of these people were sleeping. The bomb went off from under their cots. And this, of course, is narrative. And in all, 14 such scientists were vaporized, and 14 such military key generals vaporized. They have selected, so look at the pattern of selection. They have selected how effective these people are towards the destruction. So that's why I call it as destructive scientists and destructive military officers who are contributing more to destruction of world peace. Israel first, then world peace. These people can do, they are devastating, they can create devastation. Maybe because the military people who are much much closer to Khomeini, maybe who are so vicious in their minds towards, they don't care about human beings, towards humanity, towards Israel. They don't care about man, what happens. Mostly these people don't care about death of others, because they themselves don't care about their own death, because they live to die. They live to die because they believe that the death is still the beginning of another life. That's the whole problem. They're so convinced that there is life after death. Don't talk such thing to a Hindu, because Hindus' understanding of existence after death is complicated. You don't exist with your own identity as it is given, because the identity that you have today is picked up right from here. Naturally, you'll have to leave it here and go. If you believe in soul, Atma, what we call, then it must have come from somewhere outside your body. It's natural and logical that it will return to that position in such conditions. The Atma is not going to carry your identity. Then to explain rebirth, the Hindu system would say there's an impression that lives in your soul which would force you to be reborn. That's how rebirth is counted. Rebirth is not decided. No Hindu wants to be reborn. He wants to attain moksha. There's no heaven for us, because there is no identity for us. This identity is purely temporary. So it's an illusion. So it is called Maya. This life is not real. It's a temporary phenomenon, because the soul is supposed to get back to from where it has come. And what resists the going back of the soul is your negative karma. That creates attachment. So you remain. So you are compelled to be born. And each birth is supposed to be a process of purification to attain complete detachment until you really achieve moksha. Mumukta you becomes. Videha Mukti it is called. So this Operation NARINA was launched along with the Operation Rising Lion, and they have listed until now, it seems, and as I understand, 14 of such scientists, as per destructive credibility, they made a list 1, 2, 3, 4 to 14. They're gone. And similarly, most destructive military generals 1, 2, 3, 4 to 14 are gone. This is the story of Operation NARINA implied in Operation Rising Lion. Rising Lion may have many more ingredients, we don't know. But this is one such ingredient came out the picture. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Siya Ram.